how Peter's new advanced suit should have looked like in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. But before I can show you how it should have looked like, we got to go back to the very first iteration of the suit to show you what was wrong with it, how the second suit improved upon it, and then what the faults with that suit that I would personally fix are. So here we are in Marvel Spider-Man 2 with the Advanced Suit 1.0, as you can see here. And this suit was actually really cool, right? Like initially I was like, okay, I really like this suit. Like I'll tell you what my favorite parts of it are. It's the lenses for sure, it's the emblem, and then it's like kind of the top part. But then it gets pretty bad when I actually look at it, because the second suit is so much better than this one that the more I look at this one, the more it hurts me, right? And the reason that is, I mean, the belt is just not something I really enjoy, right? Like look at the belt and then look at the side strip area, right? It's still like not as top heavy as the second one, but you know, there's no literal boots on this suit either, and it just looks kind of blank. But the worst like part of it is all of these like crazy lines going down the suit, right? Like that's just something I don't enjoy. But you know, I say it was the worst part, but the true worst part was how the suit is pretty much orange instead of red. Like there's no color to it at all, which is really insane when you look at it. Now, when you go back, obviously the emblem is great. The PS4 back emblem is just perfect. Like I'd change nothing about it, but you can tell like it was like that 1.0, right? Like, and they were going to update it, which they did. And when they updated it, they turned it into this, and this suit is one of the best like redesigns or updates to a suit that I've ever seen, right? And let me explain why. So first of all, the colors are just perfect. When it comes to the suit, the balance is just amazing. Like it looks like a Spider-Man suit, right? And it just looks insane. The lenses are already different, which is okay. I kind of preferred the original, but these aren't bad at all, right? Then, you know, you've got like the belt here, which I think is actually a massive improvement over the original. I know it's not connected, but the suit is trying to be a bit different, right? And, you know, something that I'm not a fan of, however, is like these weird like blue dark patches. Like here it just kind of looks like he wet himself. I don't know what the point of that was. But you can see the same problem as 1.0. There's no like it's a bit more red down there at the boots, but it's not like a traditional suit. Like you see where this starts here, the blue, that's where the boots should have been. Like it should have been this whole area here. Personally, I think that's what's missing, and that's probably what they're going to add in a 3.0. And then we go to the back. Again, that PS4 emblem is perfect, and it's overall a much improved design over the original for sure. Now I'm going to start showing you guys some redesigns, so if you're new to the channel, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. We're at almost at 100,000 subscribers, and I'm truly grateful to you guys. Now let's jump into the redesigns. The first thing I actually wanted to show you was some of the concept arts that we've had for the Doc Ock suit, or the kind of advanced suit. So this one right here is like the advanced suit concept art. So we had like a ton of different sort of designs. It's actually pretty crazy how many different ones they had, but none of them really hit the spot. They were all kind of really over designed and way more red. And obviously some of these actually had some like decent boots on them and stuff, but they didn't really go with that at the end. And then obviously here it's just too much of a mix of different colors. Like I think this is the Anti-Ock suit here, but it's just too much going on still. It's just, you know, not good at all, personally, in my opinion. Then the first redesign we come to is by lakethesixth over on Twitter. And I gotta say, it's a fairly simple redesign, right? I think the colors are a bit different, a bit more dark, or like the materials are different, which is cool. I kind of prefer the original, but as you can see, it's like way less of like different colors. But the big thing when you come down to it, he actually has boots. Literally, that's what everybody wants. What the suit should have looked like is boots, right? That's literally something everyone has been expecting, right? Then the next redesign is by, this is a really hard name to pronounce. It's like One Eero Payak over on Twitter as well. And again, the redesign is phenomenal. Like a lot of you guys are really passionate, it shows. So again, it's like mainly the same thing. You know, keeps a lot of the same sort of stuff. Even the the bit where he's like kind of looks like he wet himself. But you come down to the feet, boom, you've got boots. The boots literally balance the entire suit out perfectly. The boots add so much to the suit, and it sounds like such a huge nitpick. Like I probably sound like a prick, but trust me, that's not what I intend to sound like. It's just I'm really passionate about this. I'm really passionate about Spider-Man. I'm passionate about his suit, and that could easily make the advanced like 3.0 for the next game or whatever. Literally just have his anti-venom suit transform into this when he's not using it, and he whips out the full symbiote like when he's just fighting some dangerous enemies, you know? You could even hide the anti-venom suit like right in his emblem or the white bits of his suit. Like it's crazy how much potential there is with that. Now this is a completely different redesign. This is a Reddit redesign. The original post, the original poster deleted their account for some weird reason. But this one doesn't show any boots or anything like that. But I found this one really interesting because it kind of paralleled Miles's, like, you know, the red stripe going down his suit. But this is pretty interesting. So I don't know, like, if I'd want something like this. But, you know, they got rid of the segments here, like the bits that were split off on the shoulders, like the segmented bits, and then they extended the actual white emblem to go down the suit, and I kind of really like this, you know? So I wanted to hear you guys' opinion. What do you think of this specific Reddit redesign? Do you guys think this is awesome? Because it looks quite interesting, you know? I feel like the top emblem is way too long, like the top spider leg, but I don't know, it's got some charm to it, you know? It's quite interesting to look at, so I found that amusing. The next redesign is by FU22Y on YouTube. This was like a video that showed up in one of my recommended, so good job. He's an upcoming content creator, so, you know, might as well go drop him a subscribe as well. So this is the redesign. Now, in this video, he said he's not really much of a redesign person, and I understand that. I actually dig this redesign quite a lot because it really embraces those like white lines, which I think, you know, the suit might as well as do at this point, not be scared with it. Now, again, the boots are literally perfect. It's something what I would want to have. I don't know how I feel about these bits here that were like from the very first suit, because I feel like that might put a bit too much red on the suit now. So if you remove that and you just keep this, it might be the perfect amount of red and blue in the suit, as well as white, of course, which would then make the suit kind of balance itself out. Now, this one is again on Reddit that I found. It's got a big watermark on it. This is by HertzBurst. And this is actually insane. So they did photo manipulation in game to showcase what the actual redesign should look like. Now, when you look at the main like bit of the suit here, like the, you know, face of it or the mask and everything else, it kind of stays the same, right? For the most part, it really stays the same. And then you get to the boots, and my God, this is like actually crazy. So I think they used a bit of the classic suit boots or something like that and combined it with this. Look at how much better that looks, dude. Like, you can't tell me that the balance of this suit hasn't been completely fixed when you look at this right here. It completely fixes everything with the suit, and it makes it just look that much better, which always blows my mind at how good that is, right? Like how much just one tiny detail can change an entire suit. And that's literally what I've been, you know, saying this whole time. Now, this is actually a fairly recent one. This was posted on Twitter like 7 hours ago, and this is by Yuditya. I'm so sorry if I butcher her name, but Yuditya Afandi, right? And it's like a redesign with their own, like it's obviously the advanced suit 2.0, but with like some of their own nitpicks like changed and whatnot. And I actually think this is a fantastic redesign when you look at it. It keeps a lot of the same bits here, right? Like you could see it. You can see like the symbiote going up there, obviously. But when you actually come down to the suit, you can see the first thing that's actually changed is the spider emblem. So now it kind of looks more like what the Venom one does, which is actually kind of interesting, right? I'm not saying this was inspired by Venom, but I feel like, you know, it's more accurate now. And I think the spider actually works really, really well, because all they've done is change it from going like that to just connecting to the back. And I would find it really interesting to see the back of this suit and how it connected to the back logo. You can see the segmented bits are now gone and replaced with the actual spider going up there, which I find interesting. And then you got like a white bit going all the way around as well, which really looks cool and plays into the whole like, hey, they've got white lines here, so why not? And then I don't know if this is present in the actual original suit, they've got like the spider emblems down here connecting like that, which I find that awesome to see. So this is probably one of my favorite redesigns, just in terms of actually utilizing a different emblem and a different top part to kind of change the segmented parts that a lot of people don't like, because suits have been doing that quite a lot now, which is interesting. And then we got a bit of a different angle here as well to see it. You can see that white bit there going around, and you know, it just looks awesome, right? So we go to the next one here as well. You got another bit of an angle. This time it's kind of facing more to the right. I just find this super cool, and I'm really proud of the community. I'm really happy to see everyone's redesigns, and I've never seen more passionate people in this community just like throw in their own designs. And I really hope that in a future DLC or the next game, Insomniac kinda works with some creators for some redesigns, because I know right now they're working with like really big famous people, which sure, that's cool, right? Like that's awesome, right? You know, it's gonna get the sort of game out more, because like, you know, you're gonna see a suit made by Lando Norris, who's, well, designed by Lando Norris, who's a really cool and amazing F1 driver. Like Lando's just a beast. But the fact that they've got the game going out there, I think they should kind of, for the next one, also get some fans to like design some suits, or maybe make a competition or something and make a few suits based on that. I have a separate video talking about how the, well, I'll have a separate video talking about how the actual suit styles should work in the next game, which is going to be a really fun discussion, right? And then obviously you've got one on what it would look like in game. So you've got all of this. I'm not too big of a fan of the actual material on the spider emblem, really, but you know, the suit would look really cool, and I might even commission someone to make this as a mod or something, because this is awesome. Then, you know, we've got the final version, which is kind of like just a variation, like a symbiote suit or something, but it's cool, right? So a lot of people have put in a lot of time and effort into these redesigns. Let me know which one's your personal favorite. For me, literally, funnily enough, it's this one, because it doesn't take away the entire suit. It doesn't like, you know, kind of get rid of the parts that don't really look bad. It just adds something that the suit really needs, which is just the boots, just to kind of balance the suit out completely and make it a Spider-Man suit, because Spidey has those boots. He pretty much always does, and you know, it's just a simple little fix. So I'm hoping that the 3.0 redesign is amazing, and I hope like the Anti-Venom kind of redesign that's probably coming is going to be awesome too. And yeah, this is really it. Thank you so much for all of your support on the channel. Seriously, check out everyone that's linked in the description. Absolutely appreciate every single one of you for watching this video. Let me know which one of these was your favorite again, and take care of yourselves. Watch this video on screen, and peace.